Hello, welcome to Diva's Dialogue, an open forum and daily blog for women where issues that affect our relationships with men are analyzed, discussed, and even debated. What I wanted to have a discussion about tonight is a topic from my latest blog post that's on my website, www.divasdialogue.com. I titled it, You Can Keep It on the Down Low, but Everybody Has to Know. And what I'm referring to are men who identify themselves as heterosexual males, but they like to have sex with gay men and fail to share this information with their wives or girlfriends. We know them as men that's on the down low or the DL. A few years back, a man named J.L. King was the one who originally brought awareness to this epidemic. And his revelation literally shocked the world. I know I was one of those females who never questioned the sexual preferences of the men that I was with because I automatically assumed that they were heterosexual males because they were with me. I always thought that if a man was gay or liked men, that they were repulsed by having sex or sexual relationships with women. But I guess that isn't so. I know I've heard a lot of stories lately about certain ministers and rappers and actors who are rumored to be on the DL, but there are also women who have come forward and shared their stories about their husbands being on the DL. And I'm talking about women like Jackie Harry, Portia Stewart. The one that shocked me the most was Terry McMillan. I love the story that she wrote about, how Stella got her groove back and how the romance that she had with this Jamaican man, and she married him and found out that he was on the DL. Now, I don't know if Star Jones has come forward yet, but if she hasn't, she will. But I will leave that one alone and move on. I know when I was a correctional officer in an all-male prison, I witnessed this type of behavior myself. There would be men who had relationships with other prisoners, and then they would come to the visiting room and visit with their wives and girlfriends and kiss them in the mouth and everything, and then return to the life that they had with this male when she would leave. And I just thought that was so wrong. These men, I'm not even sure that they even want to be with a woman at all. I don't think they're bisexual men. I think that they are gay men because I don't think that you can have sex or like to have sex with a man without being a gay man. But they also use their relationships with us to cover up the fact that they're hiding who they really are. They try to pretend that they're conforming or they're conforming to what society rules as normalcy, and that's being with a woman, being married to a woman. So they're being deceitful in their practices, and I want to make women aware of the signs to look for. I mean, if you think that your man is on a DL, then chances is that he is. And I'm going to give you the signs to look for. I'm going to be reading, so bear with me a little bit. The first one that they have listed here is that, they usually overreact when anything gay related is mentioned in their presence. People usually perceive it as them being homophobic, but they're being deceitful. They're trying to deceive others about their sexuality. And the reverse of that is that they defend or become offensive when people make remarks about gay or down low men. Also, if you notice that he's receiving gifts that are a little too expensive, a little too personal or intimate, that's a sign as well. Also, if he spends an increased amount of time with certain friends, if he's receiving non-business texts and calls or spending a lot of time on his computer, that's something to look out for. If you notice that he's over grooming himself, getting manicures and pedicures and waxing and shaving his chest and his pubic area. That's something to look out for as well. Um, if he has difficulty becoming aroused by you, or have art requests during sex, like he wants you to strap on a dildo and penetrate him anally. I mean, that's definitely something to look for. That's definitely a sign. Um, if you notice that he started commenting about how other men look to him, or if he's bragging about how other men say he looked to them, that may be a sign as well. Also, if he has verbal and nonverbal communication that you witness between him and his friends that you don't feel comfortable with, you think that it's a little too personal or a little too intimate, that's a sign as well. We as women, we have to force these men to stop exploiting us and using us to cover up their behaviors. You know, don't blind yourself to the behavior. You know, be aware of the signs, and if your gut tells you that something is wrong, then it usually is. You know, he wants to be with a man, and that's his decision. But with every decision, there's rewards or consequences. And if he feels that being with a man is a reward, then let him suffer the consequences. Let him, deal with what comes with that. Let him take it like a man, literally. So give me some feedback on what I just said about down low men. If you have any experiences, I would love to hear your story. Please share that with me. Also, go to my website, www.divasdialogue.com. I have some blogs on there that I would love for you to read. And go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that as well. So until I talk to you again, laugh, love, and live life to the fullest. Bye-bye.